Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. My phone's not yelling at me today. Okay. It's Tutorial Tuesday, everybody. If you were with me last week, you know what today is. So I'm going to give you a little tutorial on how to curl your hair. So last week on Tuesday, we just did something easy. We just did straightening. We just straightened the hair. So now I'm going to go into something that's a little bit more complicated for everybody. And I get so many questions on how to curl your hair. Okay, so like you guys know, I always sleep with a clip in my hair instead of like a ponytail, which I didn't show you guys. This is what I was wanting in my hand last Tuesday, but I couldn't find one. So I use a clip to sleep in with my hair. I literally put it up just like this. I put it on the tip top of my head. I need to move this thing up a little bit. And that's how I sleep. So that way I'm not sleeping on my clip. It's not jamming into the back of my head. It's not on the sides, nowhere like that. It's up there and it stays up there, which is crazy. So I sleep like that. Then what I do, you want an easy way to curl. I feel like so many people have so many issues with curling their hair because they don't know what angles to hold it at. They don't know what to do. Their arms start to hurt. So let's make this super simple. Okay, so you know how I said last week, if you watched, that I would so much rather you use these scrunchies instead of these hair ties because these are damaging and these are not. This is more of all of them are different, but these are more of like a silky material. It's good for your hair. These, you see this is what I wanted to show you guys last week. This right here, where it connects by that glue or whatever, that part alone rips so much hair out. It's like unreal. And I know it's kind of hard to see for some people, but that little part right there, it just rips your hair out. So these are so tight and constricting on your hair that when you have it so tight, it's pulling straight out of the root of your head. And then not only that, when you're sleeping and you're rolling around and you're whatever in your dreams, blah, blah, your hair's moving. And when it's so tight, it's pulling your hair out. Even just that little glue piece right there is going to do more damage than anything. So it's so much better to use these. Now, with this curling technique that I'm going to show you, I'm not going to use this. I am going to use this. So I sound like I'm kind of contradicting myself, but I'm not keeping this in my hair for very long, and I'm also not restricting my hair either for very long. So, and I don't want to burn this because I try to get the technique I'm going to show you guys on how to curl your hair the way that I do it, because I don't even have any kids and I'm still I need to go. I don't have time to curl my hair for 45 minutes or whatever. I have a hair somewhere. So this is an easier way for me to even curl my own hair and be on the go. So any of my moms or anybody that's busy that doesn't have, 30 minutes to curl their hair, let's knock it down to 15. So I'm going to show you a real easy way to do that. But the technique that I'm going to show you, I get close to the ponytail. So I don't want to burn my scrunchies off because then that could burn into my hair and I don't want to do that. So I am going to use a regular hair tie because I can get closer to my head and it not burn my head. So what I do, I just brush my hair out like I showed you guys last week. Always start at the end when you brush your hair. Start at the end because then you're getting all those knots that are at the end because that's normally where we get stuck the majority of the time. And then you can come back up and kind of brush your hair back through. Sometimes people get stuck up here too. If you do get stuck, separate the hair and just kind of lightly brush it out. It's one of my biggest pet peeves where people are and they're just trying to get the knots out. Okay, first of all, you need a detangler, okay, because you're going to rip all your hair out. Second of all, you're doing this, you're ripping your hair straight out of your head. Like, what are you doing? People are like, I want to know why I'm bald, but you brush your hair like it's like your enemy or something. So don't do that. Okay, so then what I'm going to show you, and I'm kind of like looking in my mirror and also talking to you guys at the same time because I can't just look on here and see what I'm doing. So what I do is I flip my head over. And it doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm going to look like Cindy Lou Who for a second. So 1, 2. That's it. Okay, just 2. So it's not constricting my head. It's not too tight on my head. And you guys, I remember when my hair used to be like, I used to have really thick hair as a kid. And as I got older, it got thinner. But ever since I've been using Monat, it's so thick now, it's crazy. So, and it just keeps growing. Like in all this was like bald, okay? This is all new baby hairs. So for any of my peeps that are going bald in their temple areas or, you know, whatever, I got some spray for you because it's working. Okay, so what I do, tip top of the head, like Cindy Lou Who style. Woo, okay. Then, what I do, so I got big piece over here, little piece over here. Now, big thing is heat protectant. If you watched my live video last Tuesday, I use a cream-based heat protectant from Monat. It's a thermal guard, actually. Well, I already sent it off to the giveaway winner, otherwise I'd show you. It's in the bathroom. Chad's in the shower. But, it is, so it's a cream base, and every time I get out of the shower, I literally just pump into it on towel dried hair, pump one little pump, and then emulsify, and I put it through my hair. So I haven't washed my hair for a couple days now, and that cream-based heat protectant is still in my hair until I wash it again. So I don't need to spray a heat protectant on my hair right now or anything like that. I look like a crazy person. Whoa. So the heat protectant's already in my hair. So that's nothing for anybody to worry about. Now, this is the technique I'm showing you for curling your hair. Now I take this wand. It is super hot. And there's a hair right there. And I do not keep this any higher than like 330. If you want to push it, 340. Like is okay, but it really doesn't need to be any hotter than that. If your curls will not stick because it's not hotter than that, the problem is because you have way too much buildup on your hair and the heat alone can't even create a curl, which that's a problem. So then that means that you need to, we need to get your hair detoxed and we need to get all that buildup out of there. So what I do is I curl it, and you see how my hands are? It's like I'm pulling a sword out of the rock, okay? So that's what I do. I put it in downwards, and I pull it out like I'm pulling a sword out of a rock, okay? And it doesn't have to be perfect, right? Take another piece. You guys, and this can be, obviously this is a little bit more for my longer haired people. My hair was a lot longer before, and I cut like 4 or 5, almost 5 inches off. Watch, I'm gonna burn myself. Okay. So you do the same thing. And you can keep it straight like this too if you want. You can angle it if you want. It's totally up to you. Either way, the curls are gonna come out. And sometimes for a little bit bigger pieces, I keep it on there a little bit longer. But you just do one of those and you let it out like a sword. And you can kind of scrunch it up, you know? Like you're doing one of those pictures, you know? You do that with your curls instead. Okay. Look, we're like literally halfway there, you know? This is so much easier. So for all my people that are busy in the mornings and don't have time, do this before anybody gets up. You got like 15 minutes. Do it before anybody gets up, and that way you don't even have to worry about it. And then you can get the kiddos off. You can do whatever you need to do and finish the rest of your morning routine. So you just do this. Dun, 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 dun. I wish I had some music. You know what's so funny? I am not a morning person for most of the people that know me on here. And ever since I've been getting up at 5:30, 6 o'clock, I'm like, I haven't even taken like any of my vitamins today yet. And I'm like ready to go. So, you do it again? Look at that. And you guys, seriously, I have naturally curly hair for the most part. It's not as curly as what it used to be whenever I was a kid. But still, my hair would never hold a curl. And I know a lot of people have that issue. One, it's probably because, again, you have too much buildup on your hair, so that's why the curl's not holding. But two, I'd never had, like, the right styling products and stuff like that. And I was always so afraid of, like, damaging my hair. I was so scared of the heat on my hair all the time. And especially, I've pretty much been blonde. I've only gone dark, like, twice ever in my life. And I've always went back to blonde because that's just what I'm meant to be. But my curls have never looked so good. I mean, look at the shine on those bad boys. Like, seriously? For those of you that have not tried Monat yet, you need to get on that. Because it has changed my hair's life. And all my customers' hair's life. But look at this. Easy peasy. Look how much we have left. It's like nothing. You can make these curls as big as you want, as little as you want. I guess it all depends on what kind of wand you have too. This wand I actually got while I was in beauty school. So the company name is called Pretty in a Minute. They're based out of Florida, I believe, if I can remember right. I got this, as I'm eating hair, I got this curling wand probably close to 3 years ago. It was like the first few months that I was in school. And this comes with 3 different attachments. So this is one attachment, and then it comes with a bigger one, and then it comes with like a really teeny tiny, like if you want like spiral curls or whatever. And I think I have the bigger one at the salon, and I don't know why, because that's here. But still, anyway. But that's a Pretty in a Minute brand, and they have a website you can go on. I got it for a discount because I was in school at the time. But I want to say like it's pretty standard. Like they all vary from like $100 and some odd to like, upwards into the 300s or whatever, depending on what kind of wand you're getting. I also got a keratin straightener from them too, which I don't even use. It's actually a really good straightener though. I need to find where that is, actually. I have like a whole box full of stuff from school. I don't even know. But this is a Pretty in a Minute brand. And their concept is like all titanium wear instead of ceramic. It's all titanium. And everything has a heat setting, like a number, so you know where you're at. And you're not frying your hair. And their hair straightener, I actually use their hair straightener too, and have for a couple years now, ever since I got it. And their other motto is like, it's just one, you don't have to keep going through your hair with the hair straightener. It should just be one swipe and you're done. But I'm OCD and a perfectionist, so I can never just do one swipe and I'm done. It just doesn't work like that. Okay. Almost done. So you see, guys, I'm like pretty much resting the curling wand like on that ponytail, okay? Now, you have to remember, so I'm going to take the products I'm using today I talked about last Tuesday. It's the hairspray, the dry shampoo, and the dry texture spray, and also the Rejuveniqe oil. I talked about those last week, so if you don't know about them, please go to the other video and watch. And if you want any information or whatever, just let me know. But what I do, so I'll let these kind of just set for a little bit. And I just kind of spray them a bit with some hairspray. Our Strong Flex Hold hairspray. Now, you have to remember, this whole back part right here is not being curled. I mean, besides like the tips. So when you let your hair down, you're going to need to touch those up. But look how fast that was. Like how long has this video been going? I don't know. I can't see that part. But So then what I'm gonna do, now since I didn't have it so tight on my hair, I didn't do 3 loops, I did 2. Since it wasn't so tight, it was easy for me to pull out without damaging my hair, 1. 2, I'm not gonna get that ring that us ladies, you guys know what I'm talking about. These things leave rings around your head like no other, and it's not cute. Okay, so now, look at that. All you have to do, look how easy that was. Go back to your part. Sorry, I'm gonna look over here while go back to your, wherever your part is, wherever you like to part. And look at that already. Like it's pretty much done. You know what I mean? So all you have to do, so here, I'll make this a little bit easier. So then what I do is I part it down the middle. Okay. Now, all this, you pretty much don't even have to worry about. I'll do the harder side because I feel like the right side is the hardest for everybody because most of us are right-handed. Even for some of our lefties though, you know, it's hard. So what I do is I have little baby hairs, so I'm really careful with those. So, okay, let me get this part first. So I grab the underneath, the closest to your ear. I grab under here. And a lot of people say go away from your hair. You don't necessarily have to do that. Me personally, I go away on this side. On this side, I actually don't, because since I am thinner over here, I don't want it to be back. I want it to come forward a bit. So take my wand. I have it in my right hand. I'm pointing it down, okay? So again, sorry guys, I kind of have to look. I'm not trying to burn my face off. Or my fingers. So I just do that. And then as I get down to the bottom, I kind of pull it in closer to my scalp. And then you don't have to leave it on very long. And then you can kind of pull them. Little technique some of us hairstylists do. Pull them while the heat's still in them, and it's gonna give you that kind of beach wavy look. Okay? So then I'm gonna do the same thing with this. So this is where, for my girls or guys that have those little baby pieces, just be careful with those. You don't need a lot of heat on them. So I do the same thing. And sometimes with this top part, I take a little hair straightener to it a little bit, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Again, doesn't need to be on for very long. And actually, I'm okay with that. Okay, so then what I'll do is then I just touch it up. And touching up can mean whatever it needs to mean for you. If you feel like this is enough, then stop and go from there. Look, my hair's so smooth, I can't even hold it. But everything's like a sword. It's just like a sword. Easy peasy, nothing crazy. And then you can just pull them out. And then I kind of go in back here a little bit, back here, and I touch these up. Do the same thing, wrap it, and then I get closer to my scalp once it's done being wrapped. I got this cord in the way. Don't need to leave it on there very long. Look, so that side, done. Nothing crazy. Now, same thing over here. I take the underneath, and you guys, the messy curly look is really in, so it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be enough curl for you to be able to tell that it's curled. You know what I mean? And look, I got a little hanger guy there. Hey, what's up? So I do the same thing underneath. And then what I'll do is I take my front piece here, and I kind of go at an angle, you guys, because my hairline's at an angle. So I take that, and actually, these guys go over here. Okay. So then I take my front piece and I just roll it back. at that. Easy. So that just went from being like, oh my gosh, I have to curl my hair. It's going to take me 35, 45 minutes, however much hair you have, whatever. No, we do not need all that. Let's change that to 15, 20 minutes instead. Because we don't got time for that. Look, I almost grabbed it. Oh my gosh, you guys, the other day. So I'm notorious for when I get ready, I don't really wear a shirt. So, be lucky today. No, I'm just kidding. But I was curling my hair a couple weeks ago and I dropped, like, you know, in reflex, hey girl. I dropped the freaking curling wand. And of course, me not thinking about it, I instantly, I went to go grab it. What did I just hear? Hey, Cassie. I said, hey, girl. Oh, what? Did I drop the curling iron? I don't know which part you heard. But I dropped it, and I went to go grab it. I caught it with my stomach. Yeah, that was good. And, you know, I put some aloe on it. It was fine. It wasn't like a crazy burn. But, yeah, I literally caught it, and I caught it with my hand and my stomach. And, of course, you know, it wasn't the end that isn't hot. It was the hot end. So, the shirt. What about the shirt? It's an elephant. Do you love it? Do you love my elephant shirt, you guys? I'm like a 4-year-old. Do you like my elephant shirt? So, you guys, I'm just touching it up. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I've also poked myself in the face with a curling wand before. That was cool. And I Cassie's laughing at me. Literally poked myself in the face and had a little circle on my face for like a week. It was awesome. So don't worry, if you guys burn yourself, you know, just know that the professionals do it too. It's fine. You guys aren't the only ones. But you see what I'm doing, you guys? I'm literally just, I'm touching it up because I already did the majority of it, but I'm just literally putting it in like it's a sword. You just wrap it around like it's a sword. You pull it out like it's a sword. Hello. Okay, look at that. Easy peasy. So then what I do, so obviously, and you guys can, like the underneath, my hair's a lot shorter now. So like these pieces you could get if you want. I'm just not too concerned because again, that kind of messy beach wavy type look is really in. So I don't ever worry too much about it. What I do also is I will, because I have a cowlick back here, so I will brush my hair back. I will take this back section and I will curl it. And this I just keep straight because I'm not too concerned about it. I just don't want the back to like part separately because then it just looks funny. You know what I mean? And you can feel the hair, and you can feel how hot it's getting. And then I just kind of pull it out and just kind of do one of those. Okay, so after that, again, I'm letting it sit. I already sprayed it once. I'm not going to do it again until the very end. I take our dry texture spray. Again, for the ones that have not or don't know what Monat is, or don't know what products I'm using, I talked about it on last Tuesday. So you can get a little gist if you want to go back and look at it. But this is dry shampoo. So what I do is I spray it on the top, spray it on the bottom, spray it up here. Good thing I just got a whole new bottle. Oh yeah, I need to get that little. I'm almost running out. Running out. Okay. Let's get this little baby guy. See, you don't need much. And you see how fast that was? I mean, I know that was a little piece of hair, but your hair should curl like that. It shouldn't be, you shouldn't have to use such high heat to get your curls. Okay, you guys. So I just do one of those. Kind of let it sit there for a second. Sit there for a second. Da-da-da. Okay, so last time I used the Rejuveniqe, the regular. This is also, here's a light version. There's really not a huge difference in these. It's just one's like a lighter version and the other one's just a little bit heavier. But they're made from natural plants, essential oils. There's like over like 13 plus essential oils in this. So I used the regular one last time, so I'll use the light this time. So while my curls are setting, and my dry shampoo is setting, what I do, so just so you guys know how to use it, so you open up the cap, and it's in this certain type of bottle for a reason. The temperature in this bottle is actually supposed to stay this way. So, which I will, again, I told you guys I'm going to do a video on Rejuveniqe oil because it's incredible. So you just push this button down, and it's like a little dauber. And then you literally, like, it's a dry type of oil, you guys. So, like, to somebody, they're probably like, oh my gosh, Kat, that's so much oil. With Rejuveniqe oil, use it. Because that's, I mean, a little goes a long way, don't get me wrong. But it's not going to, this stuff's not going to make your hair look oily. It's a dry-based oil. So, it dries really well. And, you guys, seriously, you can use it as lip gloss. You can take your makeup off with it. It's all natural. So, and it smells so good. People are going to be like, ooh, girl, smelling your hair. So, I just do one of those. And I just kind of put it in. And see, that's the crazy part. Most people, like, I don't really put a whole bunch of oil on the top because I don't really want it at my root because that's where I get oily. But, and you guys can rub it all over. Whatever access you have. But with this stuff, since it is a dry oil, if you do get some on your root, it's okay. Like, it's not going to hurt anything. So then what I do, you guys, is I'll take my brush, or you can take a round brush, whatever you want to do, and I just kind of lightly brush everything out. Look at that shine. Can we just take a moment? Like, I'm going to have to turn this sucker up. Like, look at this. Oh, that's too bright. But seriously, you guys, that's crazy. Look at that blonde. Okay. It's so shiny. I probably will fix that part in a minute, but you guys get the gist. So, then I'll take the dry texturizing spray. And you see, it's kind of, you know, it has curl, it has body, it's not bad. If you like it like this, keep it like this. If you don't, spray some dry texture spray in that bad boy. And you're going to take your hair up, and as it falls, you're going to spray. So that way it can connect to all the hair. Spray it down at the bottom. Sometimes just spray a little at the top. Look at the difference. Look at that. I'm telling you, it's eye-shocking. Oh, is that even a word? I don't know, but I'm going to use it anyway. Maybe it'll be my new word. Do you do the same over here? So put your arm over your head. Let it fall. Let it fall. Spray a little on the bottoms. Let me get the back a little bit. Front a little bit. And then I'm going to do one of these. Because I like to flip. I want to know that it's all in there. And then I flip it back over. Look at all that. Looking like Mufasa over here. But look at that. Look at that body. Look at that curl. Look at that shine. I'm telling you, you guys. These products are incredible. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. And then if you want, you can add more Rejuveniqe oil if you'd like to give it a little bit more shine, or like tame it down a little bit if that's what you want. A lot of times I end up kind of sticking it behind my ear, doing kind of one of these guys. It all just depends, whatever you want to do. And I'll probably play with it more later, but I just wanted to show you guys. And then if you have like, I don't really get a whole bunch of flyaways anymore, like, you know, because I don't really have that much breakage on my hair anymore, like I used to. But if you want, like if you have some of those little flyaways, just take your hairspray and just spray the top of your head and then just pat those bad boys down. And if you want to spray more to keep those curls intact or whatever, spray more. Spray more. And the best thing about this hairspray too, you guys, is it can use, like I didn't use it yet, but you can use it to set your makeup. So you can literally spray your face with hairspray, with our hairspray, because it's a natural based hairspray. And it doesn't, you know, some hairsprays, they make your face feel hard. How do you like those faces? How? Yeah, well, this doesn't do that. So, which most people probably are not spraying hairspray on their face anyway, but with ours you can, because it's all natural and it's great. And it's great for a setting spray. But yeah, that's it. Look. Ta-da! Done and done. Beach wavy look, easy, fast. Probably took like, I mean, I was talking, so obviously it took a little longer. But if you're not talking and you're just in the bathroom and you're doing your own thing, it would only take you about 15, 20 minutes instead of 30, well, I guess what, 30, 35, 40, depending on your hair length. So yeah, easy peasy. So I hope you guys learned something new. And, you know, I always have to end on a quote because that's just what I do. And I thought this quote was perfect for today. And it's just one. I'm not going to kill you guys with, you know, 3 like I normally do because I'm a freak. But, oh, you hear the train. What is it? Oh, it's 7:47. Okay, so this quote's from Google. Google's my best friend when it comes to quotes. Or books, obviously, or podcasts. Just recently it's been Google. It says, no matter how you feel, get up, dress up, show up, and never give up. Oh, baby! It's like that one. I know you guys have probably heard that one because I've heard that one before. I'm not saying that that means anything, but that one just made me feel good. I was like, oh, I'm going to curl my hair today. I'm going to show them how to curl my hair, and I'm going to get up, and I am not dressed up, but I am dressed, so, and I'm up, so that's enough. And I'm going to show up, and I did. I showed up, and I'm not going to give up. So I want you guys to do the same, okay? Okay? So get your curl on. If you have any questions, concerns, whatever, let your girl know. Other than that, you guys have a great Tuesday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.